Hello and welcome to the studio. This place you might know from my YouTube videos that I shoot here. This other room you might also know why it has been like this for a long time. This room where I started producing here in this building. We are gonna change everything today. So the speakers will go over there, the piano will hopefully fit in there, and the synths will go in there. No more vocal booth, as we have the booth there with the window. Much better. Here you would still have to use headphones. So this for synths. Then here, drums, if it all works out. And then also what we're doing today is we build back some of the absorption. To give this room a more lively feel, you see, we have a lot of brick walls, beautiful brick walls. The building actually, or where we are in, is a bunker from the First World War. But they lowered the floor about 40 centimeters to make it usable for music. So it has better ceiling height. But this brick wall actually doesn't have the worst sonic properties. So we are going to expose more of it. Very excited for this. Going to show you how it built, how this turns out. So, yeah, stay tuned. And here we have the old cabling. We're gonna clean this all up and make this nice and clean. Oh, this thing hasn't been painted yet. Well, you can see after 8 years what's been hidden here. And there it is, all gone. Nice, lots of space. Things now exposed. You see here the ventilation system, the heater, whatever this is. We gained a new lamp. And also, as you maybe hear, the acoustics now bare, dry. We see what we're gonna do about that. Let's go. There it is, now fitted with acoustics. We opted for one absorber here to catch the standing waves between left and right. One absorber there in the corners to get the bass under control. And one on the ceiling to get rid of nasty reflections. So that's it. Maybe we'll do something on the left at some time. Maybe there will be a window to the other door. Who knows, but for now, that's the setup here. Now let's see where we put the speakers. Okay, here we are. We are working now on where the speakers are going to be. I'm trying to fix the hole. I had to do another one, but this one's easier to fix than this one from above. I was able to put something against this. This is where we're going to put the speakers now. A lot of acoustics in the room. Let's do it. Okay, now you don't really see it. Right now stacked all the elements here, but the wagon with the interface, preamps and the connection is starting to take shape. We moved the synthesizers. This will be the spot for all the live action here, and the place where the synthes were before will be used for drums. So we have a nice all in a room setup with the piano, the synths, the drums and the speakers. Really looking forward. Even though it's still a mess, we're doing it. Nice. Okay, and that's the end for today. Some stuff still missing. Like I said, I'm waiting here for stuff to dry to put the absorbers there. Still some stuff to be put onto the ceiling. As you can see, loads of absorbers. But we were planning to thin it out, so that's fine. Not everything will be put on the walls back again. Not only to save space, also to make the room more lively. Here, the piano in its new home. Very nice. And then here's the spot for the drum kit. Awesome. We will check everything. We'll make test recordings from the kit, from the piano, see how everything sounds, hear how everything sounds, right? And then it's unbelievable how much more space we have. Cool stuff. Looking forward to cable everything and set it up. Okay, and here we are on day 2. We added some more absorption, fixed some stuff, made this final work. I show it to you in a second. Here it is, bass trapping. Here we are for the back wall for reflection. Really liking the optics. Most of all, loving the space we have here. Right now, of course, a lot of stuff on the floor, but let me show you. Yeah, this is nice. And then, of course, now the desk with the absorption as well. The speakers now left and right, the tweeters on ear height. And then the wagon with interface and everything. Beautiful stuff. Okay, after a long day of not filming, let me catch you up on what happened. Now, we left the car in kind of a work in progress. Now, the speakers were connected before. You can see in the workshop I got my preamp rack from Siemens Austria checked, fixed and made special cables for it. It's now all cabled internally, and let me tell you, the dimensions of this wagon are super tight. It's very cramped in there. Originally I wanted to have the power connector in there as well. Who knows, maybe I screw some here to the back or something, but that's the future. For now I'm just happy everything's in, everything's tested. We have 16 channels going into the preamps, from the preamps back to the patch bay, from the patch bay to the 16 channel A to D. Then of course we have the RME, which has 8 line inputs. 2 of them are being fed by these 2 preamps. We have a Neve style and API style. And then I have 6 outputs on the patch bay as well. 6 line outs that can be used for additional monitoring, right? So you can feed an headphone amp. There's 2 headphone amps in here. In total we would have 5 stereo ways just from this little producer rack. Now that was one half of the work we did. Shout out to Florian, he's not here anymore. Thank you so much for your help. What we also did was shortening all the multi-core floor boxes. Well, not the boxes themselves, but the multi-cores attached to it, right? Because these came from the store A with XLR and my patch bass line. So we fitted line jacks to the cables, but also shortened them because they came with like 10 or 15 meters, right? And I left some overflow here because you never know where you want to put these boxes so they can reach every part of the room from here. And then also we have my little 8-channel floor box here that you can put to the drum kit, to the piano, right? And record whatever you like. Now this also has a cable long enough to be put everywhere in the room. And yeah, that's it for now. Let me clean up. And then, yeah, see what's next. We already got quite far with the build. And now this will come off and move over to the main room. All the synths want to be cabled. This absorber should go there because I have a bass resonance in there, right, that I want to kill. But otherwise, yeah. Between just initially rebuilding this room and then getting it to 100%, there's still a lot of work to do always, right? You see this floor box here, data cable that goes to the main room over there with 24 lines. That needs some screws, I did that. And we need to organize where the percussion goes, where some of the drum hardware is stored so that it all looks cool, right? So making it look cool, where first step is making it work 100%, second step is making it look cool, right? So you can really enjoy your time working. But yeah, very happy about the direction that this takes, so stay tuned. We are back. Some things have happened. Let me catch you up. Don't mind this guy for the minute. So, this thing has been completed and we started to test it. You can see my marks on there on channels that worked or worked not. Connected the first few synths to the box. Sorry about the lightning. Can I make it better? Hell yeah. And it sounded just amazing. I had these 4 boards connected going into our preamps, the Apogee, and the quality of this, the silence you have when the note rings out, no noise, just beautiful creamy amplification from these rigs. They were made for television, I think, by Siemens Austria. Beautiful stuff, very nice. The Apogee, people say it's a classic. I think it sounds really good, especially the analog stage. Maybe, who knows, but I will get into converter testing more and more the next weeks and months. So this has been great, and I will continue to add drum computers and everything to it. Some stuff still in the workshop. There is this fella that I rebuilt and I'm testing, and it sounds great. It's very nice. I got it for super cheap. I had to redo all of the connectors and added a ground lift. Now I have an 8-channel DI, which sounds great. Amazing. Now, yes, I will have the first, no, not this one, yes, here, drum recording tomorrow. I'm very excited about this. We're not really finished with this kind of corner for drums. I would like to have some more stuff in the ceiling right above the snare to have it even more dead. I would like to have a pretty dead sound here and then get some life out of the room, right? Maybe have permanent room mics, who knows? This is not the kit that we will use. But I'm liking the setup so far. I have my mics prepared. I have the overhead prepared. I have a room mic prepared that I will move around to find a great spot. Like I said, maybe we'll have permanent room mics in some of the corners, who knows. And then also this comes to play. It's finally finished. 24 track stage box that goes into the control room. Setup is super nice, super easy. And yeah, excited to hear how the drums sound in here. These look like hard walls, but it's very, very thin Re-gips. So behind that there is a wall like this, which helps a bit. Maybe I will do custom absorption to go in here, like here for example, if we have the snare here, to have something there, because this is a little bit thicker and I don't want this as a hard wall. We use one of these for the recording to test it. And then the next question would be diffusion. And you see with the walls, they kind of do a thing because it's not a perfectly flat wall. I have some 3D diffusers in there. They cover up some tubes that go there. But then I thought, let's get some more. And I've read about grid diffusers, and now I want to build some and maybe hang them on top of some of the absorption, put them somewhere here. Who knows? I will know more after my first recording. And yeah, that's this room. And then of course, next step will be treating the piano and having maybe a permanent recording setup for the piano. And so far everybody loves it here in the corner. It's been doing great. It's recently been retuned. People love the place there and how you can just lean on the wall. It's been a favorite. Sound-wise, for now, results have been great. I don't know if I want more diffusion or stuff there. I mean, on that area, there's not much happening. And then also, if we have it up, stuff is going into the room. So that's about perfect, right? I have some low frequency absorption there. And yeah, I keep you updated about this. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Mics are off. Recording is done. We didn't use our in-house kit. The drummer brought his kit. And what should I say? Everybody was very, very happy and hyped about the sounds that we got. In the end, we didn't set up the drum kit here. We had it more like here, a bit up front, under the cloud, with the snare and everything. In here we had kind of a low-end problems with the snare mostly. It would sound thin. I mean, I would really like to have the drum kit in there because that's just a corner, right? Here in the room, it would take up a lot of space. But today we're doing only drums, not a whole band. So we used the whole space. And yeah, I'm very, very happy how this one turned out. Our little live room. Nice.